Hello everyone. Let us do quick revision for class 11 GSCB. Now let us understand what is the difference between cost, price and value. Now the cost of the product or service is the amount you spend to produce it. That is, the cost of production is known as cost. The price is the financial reward for providing the product or services. What you pay for it, it is the price, and the value is what a consumer believes the product or service is worth to them. it the product or the service what a consumer is buying, it carries a value to the consumer. Pricing should be in the line with the value of benefits that business provides to its customers, while also bearing in mind the price competitors charge. The pricing should be in line with the value to carry it, and you should always consider even the pricing policies of your competitors. Now let us understand types of goods. First one is physical goods and intangible goods. Physical goods, some goods have physical existence like ball, bat, etc. This can be measured, whereas some goods do not have physical existence, cannot be measured, cardinal. Those are called services. So this is the difference. Number two is economic and non-economic. The goods which do not command exchange value are non-economic, and when you pay for price and you buy a good, that is economic. Durable and perishable. Durable goods last for a longer period of time, and perishable goods last only for a while. Private goods and public goods. Goods used by only private owners, that is private goods, and public goods are used by everyone. Consumer goods and producer goods. When you use the product and finally no no further production has been carried out, they satisfy human wants directly, they are called as consumer goods. Whereas producer goods do carry some production process and then they are reached to the market. Example of consumer goods is bread, milk, whatever directly you can consume, whereas producer goods are tractor, building, assets what you bought for your business, in short. Now let us understand what is wealth. Wealth is something which is useful, scarce and capable of getting exchange and can be owned by someone, that is called as wealth. Wealth has certain characteristics. It should possess the characteristics of usefulness. It can be used as and when required. It should be scarce. Not everyone in the earth is wealthy, only the selected people are wealthy. It should have physical existence, the bank balance or the passbook what you can reflect, that is physical existence. Wealth also constitutes which are capable of exchange. It has exchange value and it is durability. It can be passed on to the generations. Then types of wealth: individual wealth and social wealth. Individual wealth under the ownership of an individual is, and meant for private consumption, is individual wealth. Wealth under the ownership of society and meant for collective consumption is societal wealth. Then national wealth and international wealth. What are the factors of production? Factors of production are the resources used to produce goods and services. They are the resources which are used as inputs when you transfer your raw material into finished goods. There are majorly four factors of production. Number one is land. Land is a gift of nature and is not man-made. The total supply of land is fixed. The land is geographically immobile. and the remuneration of land as a factor of production is called rent. Number 2 is labor. Labor cannot be separated from the laborer. Labor cannot be stored. The mobility of labor is influenced by social and economical reasons. The remuneration of labor is called wages. Now let us understand what is capital. Capital is main made factor of production. It is most important factor of production. It is most mobile of all the factors of production. The increasing demand of the capital in present time owing to increasing capital intensive methods of production has resulted in the scarcity of this factor. And lastly, the remuneration of capital is interest. Now let us quickly look down about entrepreneur. This is the decision maker of an activity. This factor is also known as risk taking factor. It possesses the quality of coordination. In other words, entrepreneurship is a quality, and the remuneration of this factor is profit. Now let us understand trade cycle. Economic activity go through and passes through a dynamic changes, same like humans life, and it also goes through so many changes. Number 1 is irregular change. These are accidental changes which occur in the economic activity. Examples are flood, famines, etc. Then seasonal change. These change regularly occur in economic activity with changing seasons, that is change in demand, etc. Then long run change. Some changes occur in the given direction in a form of trend. These are the directional changes which occur in the activity. Example, some regular sales trend or cyclical changes, that is dynamic fluctuation arising in an economy over its long run growth trending to rise in the growth of an economy activity and fall are called trade cycles. So such rise and fall in an economic activity is called trade cycle. Trade cycles are the continuous phases of good and bad changes occurring in an economy. They depict changes in an economy. They can be positive as well as negative. Now let us quickly look down what are the phases of trade cycle. First one is boom. This period is also known as peak because it creates maximum profit in an economy. Second one is recession. This period followed followed by the period of boom when the economic activity peaks is given uh, sorry in a given period an investment and the employment has reached the highest possible level and a slowdown occurs. There is the demand is little follow slows down or demand falls. Then depression. Again, the further slowdown in the recession in a continuous phase causes depression when all economic activity reaches to the minimum level. Under those circumstances, over here the demand is also falling and even the price is the falling. After depression, there is a recovery. That is when the depression lasts for some time, the suppressed demand starts emerging. The government may try to boost the investment and employment at certain times. Technological changes also happen. This might be also one of the cause of recovery. Now let us discuss 2 marks questions. Give the importance of difference between private goods and public goods. Explain the meaning of commodities and services, that is goods and services, with an example. Give the meaning of durable goods with an example. Which goods are called as consumer goods in economics, and you need to even write it down why. Give the meaning of individual wealth and societal wealth. Now let us quickly look down 3 marks question. Give the meaning of price and value. Give the types of goods. What are the types? That what we have discussed earlier. You need to mention all those. And explain the difference between consumer goods and producer goods with an example. Give the type of wealth and explain the difference between national health and international wealth with an example. Give the meaning of factors of production with an example. Give the meaning of trade cycle and explain their various phases of trade cycle. Now let us understand that for 5 marks you need to write it down, answer in detail. For 5 marks minimum 5 pages are required. Introduction and conclusion is must in an answer to get 5 on 5. Give the meaning and explain the characteristics of wealth in detail. You need to write it down, wealth, its introduction, and then write it down the characteristics. Don't be in a hurry to write it down, only characteristics for 5 marks. Give a detailed explanation of the phases of the trade cycle. Define production and discuss its factors. Explain trade cycle and its phases in detail, and explain the changes that occur in a trade cycle, that is irregular changes, seasonal, long run. All these are the changes which are happening in trade cycle. When I talk about phases, it is boom, recession, depression, and recovery. Thank you.